Hello, right, welcome back. Nikki's here, which is lovely, hello. I have got to share with you here it's the most amazing bundle that we've got.
I know, it's really good.
It's epic. I mean, it's huge. It's one of those where you look at everything and you're going, oh my gosh, I get that, I get that, I get this as well. But what is so incredible, I think, is that all of it just works so well together, but also works as standalones really incredibly as well.
It does, yeah, and this was actually, this whole bundle was kind of developed quite a long time ago, and it was part of a much bigger collection.
Right, yeah.
So if anybody remembers Say Cheese, which actually we had a few little items on last month from Say Cheese, this was originally part of the same collection.
Okay.
But the collection grew and grew and grew, because that's how I am as a designer. It's like,
see one thing, I think I want this.
and then I'm like, I need more, and I can't have everything. So I'd sort of split it. So if you do have Say Cheese, this is all going to work with it, or anything else. This is just such a good collection because it's not just about birthdays. I called it Wishes and Celebrations because that's kind of what it covers. It's just anything that's an occasion.
Definitely.
Those staples that we need in our collections and things that you're going to use forever and go back to.
Without a doubt. And that's what you can see as you're looking at that. And the samples, you know, there's so many for us to show you of, but they're bright, they're outstanding in terms of what we're actually getting to see. Now, we're at £191.85 already. We're about to do a great saving on this. Now, this is where you are getting absolutely multiples. I mean, we are talking so many stamp sets, so many dies. You know, you've got all of these stencils that we're seeing as well. But you are getting, on the launch, a big saving. I mean, down from £191 to £115 there. I mean, that's almost £80 that has been taken off the price of this.
I know, but I'm kind of quite conscious that, you know, like, we all love our craft, but we all want everything, and we can't have everything. You know, it's just not possible, and unless you're, you know, very, very, very well off, people, you know. And so we at Polkadoodles, I'm always very conscious about having different prices for different people's budgets.
And there are obviously individuals on the website, there's smaller bundles on the website as well. So
but then I try and actually make sure that we kind of do bring these really nice, big, chunky deals so that when we launch something, you can get it and you can... I know what it's like. I want the collection. You want it all.
You do.
But, you know, so we try and help you as much as we can.
And I think the great thing is, we were talking about it in the meeting earlier, but the split pay here, because we've managed to get a 4-way split pay for you, which means if you want to take everything home, you wanted to start crafting, you could start making and selling, for example, for just £28.75, which is absolutely super. Let me show you now what you get in as well.
I know. Is actually less than what these two should be on the...
so if you just went for the duo?
Yeah.
£37.98, the two of these should be. So, yes, when you look at it that way as well. So this is the first part of the collection, and this is where you are getting the most amazing, amazing stamp set. You are also getting the dies that will give you the perfect cutouts, of course, of this. And I just love your artwork. I mean, we say it all the time, but I just think your designs are just so, so lovely.
Yeah, well, thank you. I'm saying yes, like I'm agreeing with you. That's not what I mean.
I'd agree.
But I just kind of like, I like to think that I have quite a few different styles that I tap into. So it depends on what the collection actually is. Sometimes I do very sketchy, mixed media, and it's really because I like everything. I like every kind of style. I love mixed media, but I like a nice, clean and simple style as well. And something that's maybe a little bit more clean cut and more modern. But then, you know, I love my florals and my flowers, and I want something, if I'm going to buy into a birthday collection, I want that to be able, I want to use that for everything.
Be able to always pick that out for all different ages, all different people.
Whether it's my dad who's, you know, like coming up to 80, you know, whether it's for a grandpa or a grandma, or whether it's for, you know, little Molly who's 5 years old.
Exactly.
It needs to work for everyone.
And you've got that. You could see in the samples just how perfectly they're all cut out, but the fact that you go for these lovely happy balloons, your happy birthday, you've got your candles, candles, you've got your bottles, your celebratory drinks, you've got your happy birthday, your make-a-wish, you've got bunting, you know, so much is covered there. You can just see on the side, as I say, there are some smaller bundles, so if you do want to go for this and just this duo, you can do for £37.98, but of course it's part of this big bundle as well. So they're the first two elements. Let's then come across to Party Fun that we can see here. Again, you can get this as a duo, or you can get it as part of the big bundle as well. And you can see it is that stamp and that die set that works perfectly. And I just think they're lovely sizes, these ones as well.
They are, yeah. And again, this one, I really like this one because this isn't just about birthday. This is,
not at
you've
all.
got ice cream, you've got cocktails in there, a little donut, you know, you've got lollies. Yeah, you can use this for anything. It could be, you know, you might be making invitations for a barbecue in the summer or anything.
I mean, look at that one just there, just party. Like you say, if that was an invite, that is just perfect.
Yeah, you don't
isn't it,
need,
for that?
you know, a lot of other things on it. And that's what I actually like about this whole collection, is it's kind of, there's a lot of real standalone stamps in here that you can use just on their own. A little cupcake.
Yeah.
You know, look at that, I love
It's
that.
lovely, isn't it, built
gorgeous?
up like that?
You know, and it doesn't take a lot of colour in either. These are very, very simple to colour.
Yeah, definitely.
So whether you're using pencils or your Copics or your Spectrum Noir markers, whatever it is,
definitely.
these colour up really easily and quickly.
Super. So that's the first four items. There is so much more to show you. Let's then come, this is one of my favourites, the OMG. So this again comes as a duo if you just want to go for them, but they are in the big bundle as well. And as we spin that around, I mean, OMG, it's your birthday. But I love as well that you could snip into that. You could just have birthday, you could just have OMG,
yeah,
for example.
absolutely. So when you come to the die for that one, you actually have separate dies for the OMG
right, okay.
and then the birthday.
Yes,
So you can separate those
really
out. So yeah, this is just a really nice big statement.
And the amazing cake as well, the size of that, isn't it brilliant?
Yeah.
And that could be, you know, wedding, because you could just take off the candles if you wanted to, for example.
Absolutely. Yeah, it could be an anniversary,
as well.
anything you want with it. But yeah, just a big statement. And if you, the reason I wanted the OMG is because like that's been done in blues. That's great for like a male card, you know, of whatever age. And then it just works, you know, it just works for everything. And the OMG, you can use that for anything.
Yeah,
absolutely
OMG for any occasions, can't you? So I've showed you the first 6 elements. 40% of the stock of this big bundle has gone, OK? We haven't showed you even half of the collection, but 40% has gone. So if it is sitting in your baskets, I really would push you to check out on this whilst you can. Now, let's come across this next die set. This is your Celebrate that we've got just here that we can see as well. Again, when you spin that around, the amount of metal that you've actually got with this.
I love this die.
Amazing, isn't
I
it?
absolutely love it. So this is what I call an in and out die. So it's a double use. So when you cut this, this has been cut in, the whole die has been cut into black, and this is what you get with it left. And all Rachel's done is put, I think it's Rachel, has put red spotty paper behind. Now you then get all of these letters separate, and also you get all of these little stars as confetti. So this is a must-have for shakers. So you can make, they're just the best shaker cards
And I love
ever.
when you're seeing the difference of the cutouts there to the cut-in that we're seeing just there on those two samples, which, you know, sums up. Or, of course, you can then pop them back in and kind of piece different ones. There's another lovely sample we can see there as well. It really is such a usable die, I think, there, with the size of that and how outstanding it is.
And it's, again, celebrate any occasion.
Oh, exactly.
It could be, can you imagine? I would like to do that just in all white for a wedding.
That would be so nice.
It would be amazing because it would look so crisp and clean and elegant. I think it would look phenomenal.
Definitely, I think so. We've then got your celebration balloons that you can see here. Now, this obviously comes with that lovely shape of balloons, but I really like that you've got the trails with all those different words from hello to celebrate.
I'm really sad, but I've got like butterflies about this die because I love it so much.
So nice.
I've been waiting and waiting. Like I say, I designed this like over a year ago, and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting to bring this collection back.
So exciting.
And I am so glad. And one of the things for me was just this die. Those 2 die sets for me were like everything. And I just, again, love it. So you can swap and change how you want those balloons.
Yeah.
You know, it's always about having the maximum playability.
Yes.
So you have control over how you use this. I love that.
I think that's
so
amazing.
This, like, you see, I wouldn't have thought of doing this. This is amazing. So again, these balloons have been cut with the balloon die, which is on.
Oh, so the other one.
Where's that from? OMG.
Was it this one?
Yeah. So look,
The die's
it's just that big die that cuts your balloons there.
Yep.
Has cut them out here.
Oh, that's clever, isn't it?
And then Natalia's actually colourised them in between, but then she's added the strings
and the celebrate
everything
that we
from
can
that
see just
set,
there as well.
and it just works amazingly well. It's
Brilliant,
gorgeous.
isn't it? And then you can see, of course, with this one, we've still got this to come, this stamp that's going to be coming, the celebrate, but you can see how they've used that again, and just the way that you've got all of those lovely words. So you've got celebrate, hello, birthday, congratulations, love you, and thank you coming down on those strings.
So there's kind of something for every occasion there.
Isn't there?
And I can't get over, I think one of the reasons I love that is that it's so delicate, so the strings themselves are really, really
lovely,
thin.
aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's there and included. Would you also like a paper pad? Because we've got this as well. Now, this is your craft paper pad. We have got 24 sheets in this, so there are 12 different designs, and you are going to get 2 of each of them. I love that even on the back of that one, you've not wasted
I have
it.
To.
You're like, there's
I have to fill it. Chris was moaning at me the other day about this. He said, when we do a stencil, and, you know, have to make it, why do you have to fill the entire thing? And I said, because. Because
it's value for
about
money.
value for money. And, you know, if you've got the space, fill it.
Yes, very, very true, isn't it?
Yeah. So, again, a really nice generic pack. So it has got lots of it. It's got parcels in there. It's got celebration things, little hats and streamers.
Yeah.
But you've got all the nice kind of, again, generic, really good for mail cards again.
Definitely.
So, you know, just non-gender. It can be for anyone. It can be for any occasion as well. So, you know, it's a really, really good pack.
I love
like
that one.
This pack.
And again, that's the sort of one you could actually snip into if you wanted to and get these. We are now at over half the stock having been allocated. We've still got loads of you with this in baskets as well. So, of course, if it is sitting there for Mark, Crafter, Elaine, Michelle, Sue and everybody else that in their baskets, just make sure if you do want to guarantee the full bundle that you are, of course, checking that out. Coming across that one as well, which is your stars. So you've got all of that also included. So you've got that lovely paper pad to be able to work with this whole collection. We then have got your stencils that we've got here. There's a huge amount of stencils again that we've actually got with this.
So this again is the Celebrate stencil. So this is the one that you keep seeing on some of the samples. So this actually makes up a background that says Celebrate, and this is 4 layering stencils. Okay.
Yeah.
And the reason is so that you can actually make them multicoloured, like you've got there on the board. And that was really key to this design for me. Now you don't have to; you can do them all the same colour if you want.
Of course you can.
But I really like that multicoloured kind of feel to it.
100%. And it's nice that you've got the options then, whereas if it was just one stencil, you wouldn't have that option.
Absolutely. These are quite thick, these stencils, so you should be able to emboss them really nicely as well. But the only thing with the embossing, what I would do is I would maybe just emboss one. Okay. Because obviously if they're layering, you're going to knock the previous emboss back. Yeah. So if you're going to do that, just pick one layer. Yeah. And it'll still look nice because it'll be like some of the letters will
stand
just
out,
pop.
won't they?
Yeah. But it's really nice and again generic,
lovely, isn't it? Definitely.
So
that's the first one. That's your 4 layering stencils. You've then got your boho geo dot stencil that we can see here as well. So you can see that is once again. I mean, it's a fantastic one, and I think I love with these as well that yes, you can do full backgrounds, or alternatively, you could just snip into these. You can take little panels. Totally. Yeah.
This one reminds me of like a honeycomb almost. It's not quite, but almost a honeycomb.
Definitely, because it could be like for the bee background or something like that, couldn't
So
it?
if you don't have a honeycomb stencil, but you want to do
really good idea.
bees, you could do that on there.
Definitely.
And again, you don't have to use the whole stencil. You can use little tiny bits of it and, you know, combine them and do all sorts.
This next one as well is beautiful. I just love the flurries of the flowers in this one.
Yeah, it's nice. So this is the boho floral meadow, flower meadow. Yeah, isn't that pretty?
Wow, isn't it? And so different to anything else that we've seen, where again, it's a standalone, but will work so well with the collection also.
Absolutely, yeah. And you can colorise that however you want. I used my little fine detail brushes on that just to pick out the colours of the flowers. You know, you can do whatever you want.
Definitely. So that one is there for you as well. And then we have got a couple more stencils. So it is jam-packed, as you can see, with every single one of these bundles. So there is this stencil that we can see as well. And once again, let's just show you that actually having been used. And I like that way of like the mix of colours. But once again, you can just use one colour if you want to.
Yeah, this is a real classic. And the other thing is these all emboss. So put them through your die cutting machine with your rubber embossing mat and you're going to get a really nice emboss. So these are going to look phenomenal if you're doing them onto metallics. Obviously, we maybe tend to use metallic cardstock more when we're doing things with birthdays and things like that anyway, celebrations. So these are just going to be absolutely amazing.
Fabulous. And then the final one is this one, which again, I absolutely adore.
There's two, actually. There's
one more as well. There's the daisy. I hadn't even remembered that one. So you've got this one that we can see here as well.
I really like this.
I love this.
I do.
I really put like letters, or you could like spell things out. If you want to put
kind of
in that
scrabbly, isn't it? And also, what I would do with this is I would actually go, if you go over that again and layer it, you could easily make a tartan. With this one,
couldn't you?
Yeah, you could easily. And, you know, there's a lot of different patterns you can use with this just by twisting it around a little bit and changing it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And then the final one is your daisy stencil that we can see here. So pretty again,
I know,
isn't
it cute? So this one, it's just a daisy with a little heart in the middle, but it's so kind of fresh.
A little heart that we can see just there
really
as well.
nice and fresh. And it is, you know, you could colour the heart in a different colour if you wanted.
Yeah, of course you could. Yeah.
Entirely up to you. But there's something, I wanted to have a range of stencils where there was something for everything.
Yeah, there is, isn't there?
That goes so well for any occasion again.
Absolutely, fantastic. So if you do want everything, you've just seen it now, that is today down to £115. Now we should be sitting at £191.85. So we are looking, I mean, it's a 40% saving when we think of it like this.
On a new collection.
On a brand new collection. It's the most amazing launch price. You're saving almost £80. So you're getting multiple items completely for free for you to be able to get. And you've seen, of course, through all of those samples, you know, how much you can create. If there are anything that you're thinking, oh, I want extras, or my friend wants this, they're all available individually on the website. We will run those through at the lowest prices for you as well. Just before we come to a demo, I'm just going to quickly show you the smaller bundles also, because if you wanted to go for the duos, then you've also got a lovely price opportunity on these as well. So this is the first one that we've got that you can see. So this is where you are getting all of those fantastic stamps that work, of course, perfectly with the dies as well. So this is your wishes and celebrations from your lovely Make-A-Wish, your bunting, your cakes that we've got, your presents, your flowers, you've got your popping champagne, happy birthday that we're seeing there as well. So there is so much that we're actually getting within them. And again, there is a discount on those that be in the launch to under £30 for you to be able to take advantage of that duo. We've also got Party Fun. There's a little bundle, so if you want to go for this. And again, you can see we've got such a great mix. This is the one that has the donuts, that has, of course, the little cocktails that we're seeing. You've got your ice creams, you've got your cupcakes, you've got your lollies as well. So you've got so much yummy food, whether it's for parties or just in life. And just to show you a lovely sample of loads of them elements used together, you can see that one. So again, you've got the dies perfectly, £23.99. And then there is the OMG that we can see here. And again, remember, you have got that separate die to cut the OMG, to cut the birthday. Over 20% of this is already gone, so well done for jumping in quickly. Big sizes there of the balloons, of the cake as well, the lovely cupcake at the top that you can see. And again, when you see these bits actually stamped out and die cut out as well, you can just see that you can create the most incredible things. That is £23.99. We've just had a request for this as well. So this is the happy birthday, they're the layering stamps. Let me just come across to this one. Sorry. Is it this one that you're wanting?
I think so.
Is this the one very limited on, this one?
I don't know.
This one, is that the one that you're wanting to go to? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, a few people have just noticed this on the website, so yeah, we'll just quickly bring that in for you. That's not a problem at all. This is a standalone, but of course, again, would work so well with the bundle because you've got all of the months, you've got all of the dates there, your happy birthdays, of course.
Yeah.
And they're very sort of standout text, you know, it's very noticeable and bold.
Really is. This is going to work so well with the whole collection. This is why I put this in. We don't have a lot of these, so grab these because these, again, is something that you're going to use forever.
100%.
We do, if you missed this one, we do have another set coming up that would also work.
Lovely.
But I love these because they layer. So, and also, this is a real nice, solid, modern kind of take.
Definitely.
But you're going to be able to use these on your journals as well. So, you know, if you've got any of Sharon's journals with the Evelyn and Sage, or, you know, anything from 49 Market, anything like that, or, you know, whatever it is, these are going to work perfectly. Great for making calendars.
Oh, absolutely.
And just really for personalising cards. Because, you know, how else do you actually put... you know, someone's birthday on a card. It's
true,
quite
isn't
difficult.
It? Yeah.
And again, if you have, maybe you've got a family where you've got lots of male members in that family, that can be incredibly hard to make for. And, you know, this, all you've got to do almost, you don't even need to say happy birthday, you can just put their date on there, can't you?
And it's done, isn't it?
Or it could be, maybe someone's like looking forward to a particular date. Again,
it could be countdown to a wedding, couldn't it? Countdown to a baby, anything like that as well.
Anything like that, yeah.
Definitely.
So, yeah, like a gender reveal. If you were doing that and you could just like stamp, just think, just if you start out, you see, I'm a big white on white fan. When it's anything to do with kind of dates and things like that, I think it looks so elegant. So, you know, you could just kind of stamp the date and, you know, you could maybe, if you were doing a gender reveal, you could even stamp it in, say, blue, if you knew it was going to be blue baby.
Yes, and that's the way that
they find out.
Yeah,
you just
really
don't know, do you? So there's a lot of things you can do with this one. If we've got time, I'll quickly show you all some really cool effects you can do with these stamps. They're gorgeous.
We are down to single figures with it. I think we've got 7 chances left. So if you do want to get that, you do need to be quick, of course. Absolutely fantastic.
If I don't get to demo that, I'll show that on social media, that one sometime this week. So watch out for that if we don't see it.
That'd be great. Should we come to your first demo that you want to do? Yeah. Lovely. We will pop all of the individuals so you can see all the individuals changing on the graphic. So if there is any extras that you're wanting to add in, some of the individuals, just to let you know, are already very limited though, so you will need to be quite quick on those.
So I thought, and especially because it's proving popular, I think we'll go with the OMG, shall we? Because it's just so much fun.
Definitely.
So I just want to show you like a couple of little techniques that you can use with this. So the OMG It's Your Birthday is just one stamp, but as I said before, the actual die that matches this is in 2 parts. So you can actually die cut the actual OMG bit separately. So it gives you 2 words. So you have OMG and then birthday separate. So basically, I just want to grab, I've lost a bit of, where's my cardstock gone? Let me see. I've actually prepped this because we never have time.
Oh no, I
think I must be really slow. I watch other people demo and they have loads of time, and I think, why is my shows never like that? So I've got a piece of scrap here. I'm going to do it on watercolour because I'm going to use distressing.
Okay.
So I'm just going to put my OMG there. Yeah. And one thing that I always forget to do, I'm so bad at this, is with magnets. So look, let me move that down a bit.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll stick that there. And I just want to show you how well this actually stamps out. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use pigment inks for a change, actually, not distress inks. So I've got a green here. So these are nice and juicy. And I'm not bothered about It's Your Birthday. I just want the OMG. Okay, so I'm putting plenty of ink on there. And then I actually have a slightly different colour green. And I'm going to go over that. And I don't know whether that's going to be dark enough. It might not be. Let me just, so I'm going to take my oxide, actually, because this is a bit darker look. And then let's just stamp over that, And then I'm going to take my little detail brush.
I love your pen, your brushes.
And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to just soften that out a bit. Like I said, I'm not bothered about this bit.
Yeah.
If you want, you can just wipe that off, just so that I don't waste so much paper. And then I'm just going to stamp that on.
Amazing. And all these tools, if they're available, they'll be on your brand shop, won't they?
Absolutely. And then look, we end up with this ombre effect, which is really cool. So let me just clean that off. And then all we're going to do is we're just going to repeat.
Okay.
Because we're going to die cut this. So next, let's go with orange. In fact, actually, orange. Okay. So it works perfectly with these little pigment inks because it's nice and juicy. And then I'm going to come in. This is kind of like a pink grapefruit.
Like a corally
colour.
So
it's corally colour, yeah. Okay. So then we'll come in, just soften that up.
Okay.
Now you can do this with your finger if you want to, but you get a better effect when you do it with a brush. And again, just press that down.
Perfect.
And it looks quite nice actually, but I will just go over that again. So this is the joy of having your platform.
You can always go in, can't you, more?
And it's because I'm using the watercolour stock and also my ink pads. So this, because it's a new stamp, it'll get better and better the more I use it. I've only actually used it once, the stamp. Okay, so let's just soften that again. And also, when you do soften it, if you press that too much, you can actually lift some of the ink off. So that actually might be the reason why I might have just taken a bit too much off. Just make sure that you press it well. There you go. So let's clean that, and then we're going to clean that one again, and then just let's do a different colour of that, okay? So then all I've done is we're going to... I'm just going to take my die.
Right,
And let me just work out which, I think that's the right way. And then you're just literally going to die cut that, okay? So, I'm determined to get more than one demo in because, you know, it's like, I'm like I say, I'm so slow. So I've already done 3 here, okay?
Oh, nice,
Now, what I want to do is I just want to actually grab a stencil and... Which stencil shall we use?
Oh, I know,
I need one that's a little bit of a pattern.
Okay.
Let me see. I think maybe... Let's go with the Geo.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Actually, the Geo and this one, because I'm dying to play with that one. I haven't really played with it yet. So, that's a bit wet. Okay.
Just to let you know, in terms of the amount of you that have this in your basket now, we don't have enough left, okay? So there are more of you with this sitting in your basket than what we have left in terms of availability for the whole bundle. So for my new crafters, we've got a crafter there in Merseyside as well. We've got Chris, we've got Pauline and Tracy and Elaine, we've got Michelle, we've got Janice. There's so many of you still sitting with this in your basket, but not everybody can now get it. So it's all going to come down to the first people, of course, to check out on this that will guarantee their spot.
So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to just use a little bit of ink and not too much and it doesn't matter that I've moved it around. I just want a pattern on there. And then if we come in with this one, now you could actually make that into diamonds.
Yeah, you could actually, couldn't you? Yeah.
So it's up to you. I actually like it square because it's a bit more unusual. You don't always see this pattern.
No, it's true.
What I'm going to do is just pick out little bits.
Okay. And that's where it's nice as well to be able to see how these can work together in terms of stencils also.
So let's not go with pink. I always go pink. Let's go yellow. So these are distress inks that I'm using.
Okay.
Oh, that's just such... Do you know, I've had this colour for ages and I never use it.
Oh, really?
And someone on my design team, she uses it all the time. And every time I see cards, I think, oh, those colours are amazing. And look at that. Look how nice
really
that
good,
works.
isn't it? Yeah.
But look, this is what I mean. So look, we can... Look what happens if we actually layer that. So let's just... And then we can actually start to create like a completely different pattern. That is going to end up being one of my favourite ever stencils, I think, that one.
Definitely.
So then all I'm going to do, I've already kind of put these on some double-sided foam.
Okay.
And I've actually, just to save time, because look at the time already. We've already lost half an hour. So it's ridiculous, honestly. OMG, it's ridiculous.
Because there's so much to show through in the bundle.
What I've already put these on foam.
Oh, that's
so
so
all
cute.
I'm going to do is just peel that off. And the hardest thing here is deciding what colour goes where. I think I'm going to put the green at the top. So now you could put these in a line, or you could put them at an angle. It's up to you. I'm going to put them in a line, I think.
Yeah.
I like things quite square on. And then I'm going to put these quite close. If we wanted, we could overlap, as well, which would look quite... In fact, let's do that. Quite like that.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
And then this one, I'm going to come down here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Do you go there? Well, yeah, let's go there. And then, where's It's Your Birthday? Where's my stamp gone? Right, I've done this a bit backwards now. Oh, this could go wrong now.
What are you thinking?
I just need to clean that off. Well, because I changed my mind. This is what happens, Shez. I do the prep.
And then you think, actually,
and I think,
like
oh, no, I can't do that because that's going to happen. And then I forget when I come to do the demo. Right, I'm just going to pick that off. Okay. And let me just pick this off. Shouldn't put them on yet. Okay, so let's grab this and make sure I don't move this around. So I'm going to decide where I want my It's Your Birthday.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I want this to be in black. So I kind of can line it up from, because I've used that stencil.
Yeah.
So this time, all I want is It's Your.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'm gonna. This is why I love sponges so
that
much,
tool's-
because
It's just so good, isn't it? Because you can get right in to the areas that...
So I would normally kind of mask this off, but I don't need to with my spongy because look, I've just. Now I've lost my R. Oh. So just use it and just carefully run that across.
Take that off.
It's just quicker than masking it.
Yeah,
that's all.
definitely.
I might get a little bit of residue. It would take a little bit more time if you were doing it at home, obviously. And let's just press that on there.
Okay.
There we go.
Lovely. Yeah.
And then now we can do our
OMG's back.
OMG.
It's your
Let's
birthday.
put that there. And then we'll have that one there.
Yeah.
And we'll make that one nice and central. And then if we just grab all of our little bits.
Yeah, and pop those all on.
And look what a nice, easy card
Isn't
this
it?
is.
But so effective,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's quite modern, but like I say, it could be for my dad. You know, you
It could be
could...
younger, couldn't it? It could be older. It doesn't really
Yeah.
matter what age. I think so many people would love this.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can position all these bits wherever. I love
Yeah.
ice
Oh,
cream.
that's nice,
I
yeah.
had to do ice cream because Chris is ice cream crazy.
Is he?
Yeah, he's it's his thing. Bless him. I'm surprised he hasn't mentioned it. Oh, he's got ice cream. He must not have noticed yet.
He'll be watching in the green room, like, yeah, look great.
Especially this. This is one of his favourites. This one. Yeah. So. And is that it? We've got everything. I think we've got everything.
Super.
And there you
Look
go.
at that. That's brilliant, isn't
I
it?
really like that. I think that's quite a cool little card. Really different as well.
Yes.
You wouldn't,
No.
I've never really seen one like that before.
But it stands
I love
out,
that.
doesn't
yeah.
it, with all those different elements. And that
Yeah,
OMG
and nice
just
bright
draws you in.
colours. You need bright colours for birthday.
Definitely. So do remember, of course, in terms of that OMG, it's in the big collection. You can get it as individuals. It's also available as a duo as well. So this is your stamp set and your die set. That, of course, if you want to go go for that duo, you absolutely can do. It's got the OMG, it's your birthday. It's also got your big cake, it's got your balloons, it's got your smaller cupcake, as well as your happy birthday to you. So either part of that big bundle or $23.99 for the duo. Let's give you a reminder of everything else that's in the bundle as well, because we do also have your party fun. This also comes as a duo if you prefer it, but you can see again it's absolutely jam-packed. We've got there all of those lovely elements that obviously worked with the OMG in the last demo. So you've got your cakes, you've got your presents, you've got your ice creams, you've got your lollies, you've got your donuts that we can see with that as well. And of course there is so much that you can do when you get this set home as well. So $23.99 individually or part of the big bundle. Let's also talk about this big set that of course we've got here, which again comes with your dies and your stamps as well. And you can see when I spin that around, lovely kind of happy style that we're seeing, going from your champagne popping to your bunches of flowers to your make-a-wish with your bunting. You've got your balloons covered, you've got your presents as well, piles of presents, individual presents. So much that is coming to you just there. $27.98. And again, it's really up to you as to whether you want to go for the duo or you want to go, of course, for this as part of the full bundle. We've also got the Celebrate sentiment. So this is in the main bundle as well. So you can see we've got that lovely Celebrate. And you can see, of course, how you can have it like this, where it cuts out, or alternatively, take the letters that it's cut out and use them in this manner. If you want it individually, £13.99 for that fantastic die set that we're seeing just there. Another one that's very popular is the Celebration balloons. This is where you're getting all of those different shapes of balloons. You're also getting the ribbon, you're getting the bows, and you're getting the words that we can see there with this as well. Once again, £13.99 if you wanted that one individually, but it is, of course, part of the big bundle. A lot of you, I think, will want extras of the craft paper pad, because this is something that I think is superb with this collection, but just generally, I think you're going to absolutely love this. You have got 24 sheets in this. Of course, you've got all of those double-sided designs that we can see with it, and it is only £6.99 if you want to go for extras. So you can see that is ZC 3887 if you want to go for it in that manner. Lovely finishes, gorgeous designs, of course, that we're seeing in this. And as Nikki said before, you know, some of them generic, some of them very birthday themed. We've got pinks in this, but we've also got your dark blues, so covering from male, female, children, adults, really everything that, of course, has been ticked off with this. And I love that it is available as extras, of course, but also it's brilliant that it is part, of course, of that main bundle that so many of you are jumping in and taking advantage of. But just $6.99 if you want more of them, which I would do when you're using that one-off P&P. We then have the set of stencils also. So you can see that you're getting a lot of stencils with this. So this is your Celebrate. Now, this is where you are getting that 4 layering set of stencils. So 4 of them coming to you for £12.99, and that enables you to be able, of course, to do all of that colour that, of course, we can see on that one. We then have this one that we can see here as well. You know, the really great sizes that we're seeing as well. And with that one, great for background, break if you want it as your geodots, but obviously honeycomb, we were saying with these as well. And that is just £5.99 for you to be able to jump in and get that. So again, they're really good prices. You can emboss with them, of course, as well. We have this one, which is your flowers. So that comes to you as well. That's your heart meadow that you can see just there. Once again, coming in at that fantastic price of £5.99. This one, your boho bloom, so very timeless, very classic, of course, if you'd like to go for that one. And again, £5.99 for this one. This one, absolutely love, which is your retro rounded that we can see here. I just think there's so much you can do with this. We said diagonal, vertical, horizontal. It's totally up to you. Use it as almost Scrabble kind of looks if you wanted to. Then the final part of that big collection is your daisies that you can see here. So another fabulous stencil, of course, for you to be able to get. And I think it's so lovely that the centrepiece of these are the hearts with your daisies that we're seeing as well. So it is a really big bundle that you've got here, which, of course, you can take advantage of. We have got a couple of other things that we have available on the show as well. So we've got We've got your calendar stamps and dies. So these are here and are available for you also, for you to be able to get. Now, again, you can get them individually or you can get them as a duo. I think most people will want the duo because, again, really lovely fonts, but great to be able to cut them out absolutely perfectly.
Yeah, absolutely. So, again, just really nice for, you know, kind of creating those different effects.
Yeah.
And again, you know, like this one, it can be layered again. So it just works really well. And especially for those mail cards, I can't, you know, kind of emphasise that enough. That's kind of why I designed these.
Great, aren't they?
I was just like, you know, we've got a gap really somewhere. And again, for, you know, because especially I think older people like to actually kind of commemorate the dates and things like that as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just think these are so
amazing
useful.
saving as well. I mean, they're $16.99 individually. So in essence, you're paying for one and then paying £3 for the second one. So
That's
down
ridiculous.
today from $37.99 to $19.99.
Because these are A5. This isn't. I think sometimes when we're watching on screen, we don't realise how big these are. These are A5 6x8. So the normal price of an A5 stamp in our range is $18.99.
So there's £1 for the die.
And for a die to be the same, or to pay £1 for the die, that is ridiculous.
So good.
Grab these.
Yeah, lots of you coming through and taking advantage of that one as well. Already 20% of that has gone. One other thing just to mention as well is one of the bundle of stencils. Now, these stencils, again, will work amazing as standalone, but they'll work so well with this brand new collection that we're bringing to you as well. Because they really are absolutely lovely in terms of what we're seeing. So you've got your script that you can see here, and I will just show you this as well. This is your Happy Celebrations stencil that we can see. And I love with that, you can have a whole background, or you can just go for border strips if you want to.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, stars, they're just so useful. That particular one there, I absolutely love this stencil.
It's great, isn't it?
This is an embossing stencil, so this works really well. It basically looks like an embossing folder's been at it when you finish.
Wow, okay, I've showed you one of them. You are going to get 3, but I've just seen we've gone to half price. So we're actually going to give you 3 for under £10. That's £3.33 per one for you to be able to get. Let's come across to this one as well. So you can see, of course, this is your Star Circle stencil. Imagine just stamping, you know, one of the sentiments into there, or you could use some of the, like the months or the dates or anything that we've seen already as well, which would be phenomenal. And it's just such a lovely image that we've got. And then the third one is this starburst. And again, remember, you can emboss with these, you can ink with these, but look at that as well. Absolutely gorgeous. But all 3 of those today were a half price deal, £9.99. That's £3.33 for each of them. They should be £6.99. So we are at a better than half price deal.
Do you know, sometimes when I do these...
You don't realise what prices you're putting.
You know, I kind of obviously kind of have a moment where I think, oh yeah, let's do that. That'll be a really good idea.
Well,
and then later on, I kind of think, well, what the heck was I thinking? So
well, Wendy, Angela, Craft from Greater Manchester, Deborah, Sally, Corinne, Northamptonshire, Mark, Lindsay, but everyone else. You can get them individually, but I mean, what an amazing deal, of course, at a bundle. We'll bring them in individually at $4.99 with the discount as well, so it's totally up to you. Should we get to your next demo?
Yeah, I was kind of just doing a bit while you were showing some of the items. So I've taken the Celebrate layering stencil.
Nice.
Because I just want to, you know, this is how easy it is just to create. I like this just in you know, like a different colour layer. As I said, you can do anything you want with this.
Definitely.
You use whatever colours float your boat. This would also look, as you were talking, I was thinking this would actually work so well with the star stencils too.
Yes, wouldn't it?
So, you know, kind of like you could easily layer those over the top, or even maybe not the celebrations, but you could almost. But I kind of think that the starburst one
coming through that
would look really good.
Definitely.
So you could, you know, you could just, if you felt like you wanted some extra stars, you could easily just go in with your detail brushes and just add some extras.
Yeah.
Okay, so Oh, I'm going to do something I might regret here.
Okay.
So the whole time that, you know, I've been in this game a long time now,
Yeah.
sort of 19 years this year.
That's amazing. Isn't
And
it?
I've never made a shaker card
Have you
live
not?
on air.
In
No,
19
because
years?
for me it's fraught with danger.
Okay, right, yeah.
Okay, because as a clumsy person that frequently messes the demos up, as everyone knows at home, it's something I don't. It's just a risk too far. But anyway, luckily our lovely Christine's half prepped it for me,
Right,
so the
okay,
danger is
lovely.
kind
Yep.
of gone. So. The Celebrate die, this is just a phenomenal die.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's A6, so it's going to fit on your little, you know, if that's the smallest card size roughly that we make, so you can still make an A6 card with it.
Lovely.
But equally, it looks really good on a larger card as well. So what I've done is I've actually die cut this straight into metallic.
Okay.
So look how phenomenal it actually looks. And do you know what I've just realised I've done? I've thrown the middle bits. I threw them away earlier on the floor. Never mind. Just ignore those little bits. So that's what you kind of end up with. And then I don't think there's a bit there, look.
And I think that might be the little bee. Look, just is that it there?
It might be, you know.
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
We're just like picking this up now, or trying to.
What?
There's one of it.
There's one. Look, I'm sure
We've
everyone
only
at
got one
home.
now.
Look, we've
Be
not
nice
got
to
the middle of an
celebrate.
A either. Never mind. I was like, oh yeah, I have got my A.
Look, here's the other
Oh
one.
yeah, look. Oh, well done. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
so
look at
don't
us.
throw all those bits away. And then also what you get is you get all the bits of confetti as well. Now
Yes, of
mine
course.
haven't popped
Yeah.
out, and this is intentional because as I was designing it,
Yeah.
I kind of thought, oh yeah, look, I want a die that will create all that confetti.
Yeah, definitely. Brilliant.
I might actually make a full confetti die, you know.
Oh,
How
that
cool
would be
that
good.
be if you just had
Yes.
like a die that was full of these little bits? Now, you just pop those out if they don't come out.
Yeah.
But I just love this cut from metallic. I think it looks really nice.
Yeah, it
I'm
really
not going to
does.
pop those out for now.
Yeah.
Put them to the side. So, this is where it gets scary for me. So I've got my Celebrate there, and I've got a little acrylic panel here.
Super.
So I've got all my tapes on already. Let me get my thingy. I'm going to do it with this. And let's just see what happens. This is either going to work or it ain't, you do realise.
Well, that's okay. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter, does it?
No. If it don't,
We learn.
This is how I feel. I always think if it doesn't work, somebody's had a laugh.
And also-
I've cheered somebody up that day.
And also we learn going, even if it's not the way to do it, it's the way not to do it.
Yeah,
So we learn
exactly.
don't we?
And I just like to think over 19 years of doing shopping telly,
Yeah.
I've made a lot of people laugh. So that's all
what
right.
we want,
then.
happiness, don't we, at
That's
the end of
all
the day,
right, Maggie,
so-
that's all I need. So I've already got all my little bits and pieces,
Okay.
very kindly, thank you, Christy.
they're pretty,
I'm not
aren't they?
allowed this kind of thing, you see. She has to bag it all up for me. Because if it was down to me, it'd be everywhere. You'd have it in your hair.
We'd be trying to pick it up off the floor, wouldn't we, these tiny pieces?
You'd literally be looking for it. You'd kind of, Bowie would be coming up to you in the morning going, Mummy, what's this? And it'd be, you know, you leaving a trail. So, oh look, you see.
Other way around.
Yeah. What am I doing? That way. You see, look, this is where I've gone wrong. So now,
Yeah.
look, I need to go like that, don't I?
Ah, yes, I see. So you're
Yeah.
sticking that on, then you're going to stick that on the front.
Yeah, because
Got ya.
I should have done it the other way around. God, that was nearly...
There you go. Well, we realised.
I can actually... It should just about...
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay.
Stick that on. There you go.
This is the one and only first time.
People are going to be impressed
It's never,
because you're going to have done
not
it.
quite straight, but almost.
Don't matter.
And then we'll just glue that onto the front there.
Perfect.
Okay, so this glue, I should have had some more. Oh, actually, look, she's a sweetheart.
Oh, she's
She
even
gave
giving you,
me
yeah.
this. Look, that's why she gave me this, isn't it?
Yeah.
I said to her, can you help me do a
That's so
shaker
nice.
card? And she was like, really? I said, yeah, I've never done one. It's not that I've not done one.
No,
just
but I
won't
know
do
what you
one on-
mean. Yeah,
won't do one
definitely.
here. I'll just put them
And I
on
think as well, everybody has their sort of specialities. There's a lot of people that we see who work with the same size of card all the time, for example, because
Yeah.
that's their favourite
Yeah.
size, and you don't want to go
Absolutely.
bigger or
Yeah,
smaller.
you see, a lot of my team do small cards.
Yes, yeah.
And I tend to as well. So when I come here, I have to kind of like go, okay, yeah, I need to...
Yeah.
Right, what was that from? Was that... We've got the A. My glue's not going to work now. I couldn't get my glue open earlier, but anyway.
You've managed.
There we go.
Lovely.
So, where do
Just
they go?
to quickly let people know as well, we've got over 30 of you showing interest still in the bundle. We only have single figures left. So if you do want that big bundle, there are 9 final chances to be able to get it. So it could go to our new crafters, it could go to Nikki or Frances or Joanne or Michelle, it could go to Merseyside, it could go to Chris. In fact, Kim's just managed to get hers. Well done to you. So this is the best way, this is the best deal. Obviously, you're saving almost £80, around 40% off that price if you go for everything. And there's your choice there if you want the split pay for less than £30 to take it all home. But as I say, there are just those, well, now 8 chances left for you to be able to get it.
So I've got glue everywhere, and I would kind of go on and maybe decorate that a bit more. I'm just conscious of time. But how easy was that? Even I could do a shape.
And also
card.
to see how well the stencil works with the cutout that we've got there as well. So with that die, because you've got that celebrate, and it's how it all crosses over, as we've seen from loads of the samples.
Yeah, and then don't forget, you've then got your spare letters.
Yes.
So you can then use them on another card. So what Christine did on this one, this was what she created.
Lovely.
So the same kind of colours again. But look, it's a 2-for-1 card.
So you have got 2, haven't you? Which is just amazing.
So what she'd done, which she actually, I was going to do it, but I decided not to.
Yeah.
So she created a background here with the bloom stencil and her inks.
Lovely.
Embossed it. And then she cut that, that was what she cut out.
Amazing.
So then she's ended up with embossed letters here, which is really clever.
Yeah.
So 2-for-1, a little bit of technique, but no hard work.
It's brilliant, isn't it? It really is. Wow, I mean, what an amazing new collection that we have here. So many of you, of course, have got this, but we have those final 8 chances available.
Wow. Only 8 left?
Yeah, there's 8 left.
Oh, my
there's over
goodness.
30 with it in the baskets, there's 8 left.
Wow.
So once it does sell out, I would just push
everyone.
people to the smaller bundles or the individuals, but some of the individuals, we've got ones left as well, so you are going to have to be quite quick with them. Let me just remind you of the paper pad as well. Obviously, £6.99 if you want extras of this, which is just such an amazing price. You've got, obviously, 24 sheets in this. It's well worth getting extras. You've got the most lovely images within this. So, of course, that's in the main bundle, as well as individual at £6.99. We then have that fantastic die set, the balloons. We have all the words that are coming through there. We have those lovely kind of flurries and finishes that we can see. And again, absolutely gorgeous when you see those finished off. That Celebrate die that we just saw being used just there, that is here for you as well. Remember, that will cut out, that will cut in as well, so you can really create some gorgeous bits with that. There are, of course, the options to get duos as well if you wanted to, because you've got stamp and dies that work together. This is the OMG, so you've got your OMG, you've got large images of your balloons, of your lovely cake and things like that as well. Only £22.99 if you wanted to jump in, sorry, £23.99 if you wanted to jump in and get that as a duo. Another one that is an alternative of a duo is what we're seeing there, which is your party fun, and just love all the elements from, you know, your donuts to your lovely ice creams that we're seeing there, the words, the bunting, and once again, there's just so many beautiful samples that we can see there. There's 5 left of the big bundle now, so, you know, Sharon's just managed hers, well done to Elaine, you've just managed yours, so 5 final chances. There's this lovely duo that we can see on this one as well, so you can see again, you've got a gorgeous stamp set there, as well as the dies to perfectly cut it out, but it is absolutely jam-packed. There's so much that is within that one. And again, let's show another gorgeous sample that we can see just there. We also have all of those stencils that are coming to you. Obviously, with that Celebrate die, we just saw Nikki using the layering stencils. So you can see how that Celebrate can then work with other elements if you'd like them to.
That would look nice in silver and gold,
wouldn't it? Wouldn't it?
And red and green for Christmas. That would look nice.
See, that's where suddenly you go, all through the year, you're going to be able to use this.
It, don't you?
Definitely. There's your next one in terms of your stencils that you've got as well. So really lovely shapes that we can see. You've got flowers that are included in this. So, you know, very sort of timeless stencils. Looks that are absolutely fantastic in terms of what we're seeing.
Start embossing with your stencils, because we've kind of gone down the route of embossing folders. because back in the day when, you know, kind of 20 years ago,
Yeah.
we couldn't really emboss very easily with our stencils. You had to do it with a hand tool.
Oh,
you know,
right,
but
okay.
now...
They've got so good, haven't they?
Yeah, and we use an ultra-thick material, so
Amazing.
it's really good emboss. It's brilliant.
And then you're
so,
kind of getting that 2-in-1, aren't
Yeah.
you, as well? So there's that, and then your final stencil that's in the big bundle is this one that we can see here as well. 4 final chances for that big full bundle.
Gosh.
Nikki, Francis, Joanne, Michelle, New Crafters, Merseyside,
That's not
Chris,
me,
Tracy,
Nikki.
Lisa. No, you're not on the phone to yourself,
No,
are you here?
I'm not,
Do you
no.
live in Hampshire?
No.
No, that's Nikki in Hampshire. So there will be a lot of people missing out on that big bundle. What I would say is if you do miss out on it, it was a good job it's not Ellie. Ellie's like, this isn't being repeated later. I was
No,
like, well,
it's
thank
not.
goodness, because there would be nothing to show. So it would just be Nikki having a nice conversation with Dave or Nigel, depending on who's on. You just make sure if you want it all, you do check it out now. But have a look, of course, back onto the website if you do miss out, because there are those kind of duos that you can go for. There's still some individuals that are available. Obviously, something like the paper pad, I'd be adding extras on anyway, which is great. The happy birthday dates and messages, that's gone. Don't forget the other lovely stencils that we had, the bundle as well. Limited amount left of the calendar stamps and stencils as well, dies, sorry. So have a look and go for what is left. But I just love it. I think it's been absolutely fantastic.
Thank you, everyone.
So.
I hope you'll be really, I think you'll be really
will.
happy with your collection when you get it
and
home.
how much you can make from
I know.
it, which is just wonderful.
Yeah, it's one of those that's just going to last forever.
What time are you back later?
I'm back at 7 with a
Lovely.
completely different show.
Exciting.
Lots of really good deals
Okay.
and lots of new things as